Hey, welcome to A Real Estate Wisdom, your go-to podcast for navigating the Canadian housing market. I'm your host, Vishal Kapoor, a seasoned realtor based in Oakville, Ontario. And today we're diving deep into crucial topic for home sellers, understanding and maximizing your home sales proceed. Whether you in Toronto, Vancouver, or anywhere in between, this episode will help you keep more money in your pocket when selling your home. So, let's start by demystifying the term home sales proceed. Simply put, it's the amount of money you walk away with after selling your home and paying all associated cost. Many sellers focus solely on the sale price, but understanding your net proceed is crucial for planning your next move. I know a lot of people think how to break down this selling cost. Now, let's break down the typical cost involved in selling a home in Canada. One of the biggest expense is a real estate agent commission, usually 5 to 6% of the sales price. Legal fees around $1,000 to $2,500. Mortgage discharge fees, potential repairs or renovations, moving cost, and possible mortgage prepayment penalties. A common mistake I see, especially in hot markets like Toronto and Vancouver, is sellers not accounting for all three costs. I once had a client who thought they net $100,000 more than they actually did because they overlooked these expenses. So you can use calculator for sales proceed calculator to avoid this mistake. I highly recommend using a home sales proceed calculator. You can find a great one on rates.ca. And this tool helps you estimate your net proceeds by factoring it all these costs, giving you a clearer picture of what you actually walk away with. But also, how to maximize your proceeds. Here's the step-by-step guide. Now, let's talk about how to maximize your home sale proceeds. And here's my step-by-step process for you. Start early. Begin preparing your home at least 3 to 6 months before listing. First of all, consult a realtor. An experienced local realtor can provide valuable insight on market trends and pricing strategies. I will make strategic renovations. Focus on high ROI improvements. In the Canadian market, kitchen and bathroom updates often yield the best returns. Second thing is cleanliness. Deep clean and declutter, and this can significantly boost your home's appeal without major expense. Consider professional staging, and most of the realtors these days including that in their services anyway. So you might not have to worry about that much. But staged home sells faster and at a higher price. Price strategically. Your realtor can help you set a price that attracts buyers while maximizing your proceeds. The other thing is a time you sell. In many Canadian markets, spring tends to be the hardest selling season, so as fall. So time it. Negotiate smartly. And this is where a skilled realtor can potentially save or earn you thousands of dollars. Now, let's talk about net sales proceeds formula for a second. This formula helps you estimate how much money you will actually walk away with after selling your home. And here it is. Net sale proceeds is equal to sales price minus mortgage balance plus real estate fees plus legal fees plus other closing cost. And this is how you're going to calculate. Here's a simple example. Say you are selling your home in Toronto for $800,000 and you have a remaining mortgage balance of $400,000. Your real estate fees are 5% of the sale price, which is $40,000. Legal fees are $2,000, and other closing costs amount to $3,000. Your calculation would look like this: $800,000 minus $400,000 plus $40,000 plus $2,000 plus $3,000. So it's $355,000. So in this scenario, your estimated sales proceed would be $355,000. And remember, this is just an estimate, and actual figures may vary. Now also look into return on investment, ROI so-called. And this formula helps you understand how profitable your home investment has been. And here's the basic formula. ROI is equal to net profit divided by cost of investment times 100. For real estate, we can modify this slightly. So rate on investment is equal to sale price minus original purchase price minus improvement cost minus selling cost divided by original purchase price plus improvement cost times 100. And let's use an example. Say you bought your home in for $500,000, spent $50,000 on improvements over the years, and are now selling it for $800,000 with $40,000 in selling cost. Your ROI calculation would look like this. So ROI is equal to $800,000 minus $500,000 minus $50,000 minus $40,000. Ultimately is going to get a return of 38.18%. This means your investment in your home yielded a return of about 38.18%. Not bad at all, right? Let me share you a recent success story from right here in Oakville. I worked with a couple who followed this proceeds process to the letter. They started preparing their home 6 months before listing. We identified key areas for improvement, updating the kitchen and landscaping the backyard, and these renovations cost about $30,000, but increased their sales price by over $80,000. By timing the sales for early spring and using professional staging, we received multiple offers and sold for $50,000 over asking price. After all expenses, their net proceeds were about $100,000, more than they initially expected. I know market is dynamic. Now another half basis point rate could happen. People have started thinking about selling, but at the same time, festive season have started with Diwali, Halloween, Christmas coming up. You might get busy, but you also started thinking about putting your house in the market for sale by spring. I will say start early. If you're thinking, start early, as I mentioned in my podcast earlier. And I'm pretty sure you can maximize your profit. But make a careful decision because it's not easy. I know move can be hard on a lot of you. It can be stressful. But if you plan accordingly and if you write down things need to happen, then it become easier. Don't stress out too much. If you decluttering, my advice is take one room at a time. Not try to do the whole house at the same time because you will get overwhelmed. And you're not only going to stress, but also you're going to waste a lot of time. I know they say Realtor can make it smooth as much they can, but ultimately is up to you how less stressful you want to make. And if you take all the advice and look into nitty gritty and ask those questions, when and what going to happen, and if I'm spending this money, if that's going to give me a good return or not. I know everybody love their house and they think they're perfect, but when you see your house with the eyes of the buyers or the others, you might find there's lots of small deficiency. And those small deficiency, if you correct it, you will get better net proceeds. Well, remember, selling a home in Canada's dynamic real estate market is a complex process, and every situation is unique. Working with a local experienced realtor can help you navigate these complexities and potentially save you from costly mistakes. We can provide up-to-date market insights, help you make informed decisions, and ultimately maximize your home sales proceed. And I will say, like, if you're thinking about selling your home in Oakville, Toronto, or the surrounding areas, don't hesitate to reach out. You can find me at Vishal Kapoor. You can call me 905-330-8675. And you can find me on all social media platforms or visit my website for more information. Thank you for tuning in to our Real Estate Wisdom. And if you found this information helpful, please share it with your friends or family who might be considering selling their homes. Until next time, this is Vishal Kapoor, helping you navigate the complex world of Canadian real estate.
Disclaimer: the information provided in this podcast is for informational purpose only and should not be considered as financial or investment advice. Consult with your professional before making any real estate decisions.